Peace, everyone. Welcome back to the Better Living Interest channel where real estate meets real talk. Today, we're diving deep into one of the trickiest aspects of property valuation, which is deferred maintenance. Ever walked into a deal thinking it was a bargain until the roof sagged, the boiler coughed, and the wheels whispered, run? Let's break down how the pros, especially appraisers, look at the properties in need of a little TLC and how it affects that all important number, value. Let's get it. Deferred maintenance refers to those critical repairs or replacements that were delayed or completely ignored over time. We're talking leaking roofs, outdated wiring, busted boilers, broken windows, water damage, anything that makes a lender say, that's so fast. Deferred maintenance is a red flag, but also an opportunity. The key is knowing how it affects a property's value. That's where the appraisers come in with their magnifying glasses and spreadsheets. So, how do appraisers assess a building with visible issues? First, they inspect everything, interior and mechanicals, and if they can't see something, they'll often make an extraordinary assumption, like assuming the foundation is sound unless proven otherwise. Visuals. They're looking at exterior conditions, roofs, windows, sidings, interior, like flooring, drywall, paint, ceilings, mechanical, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, environmental. They're looking at asbestos, mold, and lead. So think of the appraisers as a detective. They don't just report what's wrong, they estimate what it would cost to make it right. The cost to cure analysis. Enter the cost to cure. This is a line by line estimate of how much it'll cost to fix a deferred estimate. Appraisers use contractor quotes, local cost guides like Marshall and Swift, or their experience with similar properties. If it costs $60,000 to replace a boiler, a roof, and wiring, that's $60,000. It's either subtracted from the as repaired value or it lowers the as is appraisal value. Either way, it hits the bottom line. So you'll have a market value as $300,000 as repaired, less cost to cure, which is $60,000. And then you'll have the appraisal value, which as is at $240,000. Compliance and assumptions. Appraisers don't just guess, they follow the USPAP, which stands for Uniform Standards of Professional Appraisal Practice. If they assume something is functional, like a plumbing system, they must go stated. If they ignore a defect, that's a no go. So, extraordinary assumptions equate to something believed to be true but not verified, and a hypothetical condition equates to pretending something is fixed when it is not. So, a seasoned commercial appraiser will emphasize how crucial these disclosures are, not just for legal reasons, but to protect the buyers, the lenders, and everyone else in the deal. So, the as is versus repaired values. Some appraisals include both an as is and an as repaired value. That's gold for investors. It tells you two things. It tells you what it's worth right now in its current condition, and it tells you what it is worth after the renovation. So a visual chart showing a purchase price, the renovation cost, the after repair value, which is often acronym ARV, and potential equity. This is where deals are made or broken. You need that delta, the spread between what it is and what it could be. Strategic takeaways. So, what does this all mean for you? Always get an inspection and appraisal. They serve different purposes, but work together. Budget for the unexpected. Cost secure is often conservative, things add up. Communicate with your appraiser. Share your repair plan. It may impact the as repaired value. Be wary of over improving. Don't put a luxury kitchen in a C-class rental. Host. Make sure that you remember just because a property is in rough shape doesn't mean it's a bad deal. It just means you need the numbers to tell the truth. So next time you see cracked walls and a sagging ceiling, don't panic. Pull out your calculator, phone an appraiser, and run the numbers. Deferred maintenance doesn't mean deferred success. It just means that you have to do your due diligence as well. So call to action is, if this has helped you see the value behind the rough edges, hit that like button, subscribe for more real estate strategy content, and drop a comment below. What's the worst property issue you've encountered in a deal? I'm Paul Perez, bringing you the better side of living and investing. Catch you on the next one. Peace.